Okay, so this is part 6 of the scrapbooking embellishments / scrapbook videos. So I finished my page 2 and page 1. So now I'm just going to make embellishments for the inside where we stapled our ribbons. And that's going to cover up the little staple. And then figure out something to cover up the staple on the front of the ribbon. And the reason why I'm not doing a second page yet is because I gotta wait for this embellishment to dry. And we are still gonna have to do all the others and let those dry before we can put on this heart. This is my prized one. It's going to be on the front cover. The significance of this flower, my boyfriend gave it to me. It's a purple hibiscus, and I dried it out and I smushed it. And if you're wondering how to dry out a flower, any flower, you tie the bottom of it, hang it upside down in a dark room that will rarely get light. Hang it in there for a few days and it will dry out. And then to smush it, just put it under things, like heavy things like books or a box, something like that, that won't tear it, that it'll smush. So now let's get started. Hold on, got a text message. Anyways, so let's get started. We're going to take this, and I'm going to make a little heart to cover up those pieces. So yeah. So it's going to be a little heart. The littlest heart you ever made. But try to make it the littlest heart you ever made. So yeah, this heart was kind of ugly looking. So I'm just gonna kind of fix it up so that it's pretty much the same. Or more rounded is what I'm going for. It doesn't have to be the same because I really like that look. So now we're going to do what we've been doing with them, and we're going to glue them. In order for this, you're just going to take the excess glue off the lid and then glue them down like that. Just kind of start gluing them like that. And then we're going to make a white heart that's going to be bigger. It's going to fit underneath this. And that will be because we want it to look pretty much like we want it to fit in with the ribbon squares that we did. If that's what you want to call them. So it should look similar to that. Now we're going to take it and take the white paper and just kind of make a slightly bigger heart. So yeah, so it will be slightly bigger like this. And actually that's not big enough. So I'm going to take it and do this on like this. Okay. So that one wasn't like rounded enough. So now we're going to make this one rounded. And that one wasn't rounded enough either. So we're going to make this one. The hardest part about this is you have to try and get it pretty much right. No, we'll just leave it like this. So, I just don't want to do the white piece now because of that. Now, it should pretty much cover it. Try to make it big enough so that it does cover the piece of staples. Just kind of squish them down. There we go. We did that piece. And now we're going to go to the other side, the other one, and do the same thing with the papers again. And so yeah, with the brown papers. And pretty much try to make it similar to that size. I know it's probably very hard to do that, but try your best. So yeah. Now it should pretty much look the same as what we just did. So if it kind of came out odd shaped, just kind of, because mine did that, just kind of edge it off like we've been doing. I don't even know if this is called, I'm calling it edge it off. But anyways, so now you're going to glue the layers like we've been gluing. And this, again, you can just kind of wipe off the sides because it's not really a lot of glue needed, and if you put too much, then it will look really bad. Okay. And if you just kind of, put a little dot there, so just kind of keep going with the glue. So for this autograph book I'm doing, which I know it doesn't really fit the title, but for this autograph book I'm doing, it does need a lot of glue. That's true, yes it does. Anyways, so last layer for this one. Squeeze. Squeeze. Now go to the other one and glue it down. Again, try to get not a lot of glue. Try to get as less as possible. Not as much. You don't need a lot. This will be dot. Put it on. Now I might try to find some buttons to put there. And you can do that, you can put buttons in the middle. But I'm not doing that yet. I might find some at the end and go back and redo those. So yeah. That's pretty much all for this video. But now we've got to make a little, I'm not trying to make those hearts, but I'm just going to make them squares because no one's really going to pay attention to the inside. And it's just there to cover up the kind of piece that we had that kind of stapled through. So yeah. So like I said again, I will go through and I'm going to say it again. Well, at the end I will go through and show you everything that I've done. And again, subscribe to me. Please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. So if you do mess up and you do end up putting like a ton of glue, just kind of wipe it off. Yeah. Just gonna wipe it off. Like I just messed up. So yeah. And then you can just kind of dab the back in it, and then I'll just be your backing glue. Just put that on the staple there. So part 6 or 7 is done. Yay. I got tons more. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah. 18 more pages plus the front cover to do. So subscribe and then I'll be done.